This might come in handy later. A acorn, my favorite. I'm glad there are beetles and small crawling things in the forest because they make me feel much larger than I would otherwise. How wonderful! I found a acorn. Pooh, did you know Rabbit is making a very large soup for everyone today?
Yes, but then I forgot. I believe I said I would bring Rabbit a pot of honey, only the honey is inside my house, whereas, you see, I'm outside of it. Bother.
Look, Pooh, we can walk across this board to get to your house.
Why, so we can. That's a very good idea. Let's go and make sure the honey is still snug in the pantry, shall we?
Pooh Bear, you don't think there are any woozles inside, do you?
Oh, bother. I'm afraid that was all there is. And I believe all the other pots are empty as well.
But, Pooh, weren't you supposed to be bringing Rabbit a pot of honey for his very large soup?
Oh, yes. And here one is, all ready to go. How lucky.
Yes, only don't you think Rabbit would be happier with a pot of honey that had some honey in it?
Oh, I hadn't thought of that. When he said he wanted a pot of honey, I supposed that the pot was the important part. But I suppose it could have been the honey part as well. Still, I suppose an empty honey pot is better than no honey pot at all. Oh. Oh, bother. I can't think of anything more empty than a room without honey in it. Unless perhaps it's a room that used to have honey in it and doesn't.
Oh, what was that? Oh, it was probably just the wind, I hope. Perhaps we can piece one of your broken honey pots back together, Pooh. That piece fits. Well, that looks right. We did it! Oh, and it's a good thing the pieces are sticky enough to hold it together.
Yes, it certainly is. And, Piglet, I was just thinking.
Yes?
Perhaps you could take the pot to Rabbit for me. Perhaps I should stay here just in case. In case any more honey should turn up. You never can tell with honey, you know.
Oh, all right, Pooh. I'd be very happy to take the pot to Rabbit for you.
I've been thinking of a poem, Piglet, which goes like this. It may seem funny, but I'd rather have honey than treasures and trinkets and such. It is sticky and sunny and always so yummy, and there's never, with honey, too much.
I like that very much, Pooh. Perhaps we can piece one of your broken honey pots back together, Pooh. Oh, I suppose I'd better try a different spot. That piece fits. That piece fits perfectly. That piece fits. Well, that looks right. Oh, look, it's all done. Here you are, Pooh Bear.
Thank you, Piglet.
Perhaps we can piece one of your broken honey pots back together, Pooh. That piece fits. that piece fits. Oh, look, it's all done. Here you are, Pooh Bear.
Thank you, Piglet.
How wonderful! I found a haycorn. A haycorn, my favorite. Pardon me for saying so, Tigger, but isn't spire rating usually more of a quiet and sneaky sort of thing?
Not when you're spire rating buzzily bees. With buzzily bees, the best thing is to bounce as bouncily and noisily as you can.
Tigger, don't buzzily bees make honey?
But these sure do. I can't see it, but I can smell it. I could scoop you up some, Piglet, old pal, but I'd get awful sticky holding all that honey. Too bad we don't have anything to put it in.
Here you are, Tigger.
A honey pot! Honey pots are perfect for filling up with honey. Here's some honey for you, little Piglet.
Thank you, Tigger.
Ah, shucks. You're welcome. Tiggers do not make good pincushions.
How is the spire rating going, Tigger?
You never can tell. I think maybe those buzzily bees have spied me.
Is there any more honey in the beehive, Tigger?
Is there more honey? Why, there's lots and lots of it.
A haycorn! Oh, this is wonderful. This is a list of what Rabbit needs for the very large soup. I should give Rabbit the thistles I got from Eeyore. I should take Rabbit the milk I got for the soup. I should give Rabbit the pepper I got from Owl. Rabbit needs some carrots from his garden. I should give my pot of honey to Rabbit for the soup. Rabbit said he needed 10 haycorns for the soup. This is a drawing of me trying to remember what today is all about. At first, this was going to be a picture of vegetables, because that's what I gathered for the soup, but I was never very good at drawing those. I made a drawing to remember the time I found Owl's key, which was lost. Here's a picture to remind me of when I got the pepper and Owl sneezed for some time. This is a drawing of me carrying Kanga's milk across the pond. That was quite an adventure. I was very brave. I found 10 haycorns for the soup, which I thought would make a very important drawing. And I sure do like drawing acorns. Here I am finding some thistles for the soup. Oh my, I do look sort of brave in this picture, don't I? I call this drawing The Rescue of Pooh Bear. I've done a drawing of the putting together of Pooh Bear's honey pot, which I have decided to call The Putting Together of Pooh Bear's Honey Pot. This drawing is to remember the time when my pot of nothing at all became a pot of honey instead.
I don't suppose you've brought me those carrots from my garden, have you, Piglet?
Dear Rabbit,
Those are just right, and they should be since I grew them myself. Thank you, Piglet.
dear Rabbit,
Thistles, and they look just perfect. Thank you, Piglet.
Here, Rabbit.
Ah, you found some milk. Well, very good, Piglet. Now I won't have to wait for Kanga after all.
Here, Rabbit.
Honey! Oh, well done, Piglet. Perhaps I should have sent you after it in the first place.
Here, Rabbit, for the very large soup.
Aha! Pepper. Just what I need. Thank you very much, Piglet.
Here, Rabbit, for the very large soup.
Well, thank you, Piglet. Excellent. Now I have enough acorns for the soup. Oh, thank you, Piglet. Well, I think now we have everything we need to make the very large soup. Well, I must say, Piglet, you've turned out to be quite a big helper today. Good gracious, they're here!
Already?
Oh, dear. I'll be so busy with my hosting duties I won't have time to finish the very large soup. Do you think you might be able to do it, Piglet?
Oh, yes, Rabbit, I might be able to do it indeed.
This isn't bad. Not bad at all. It's rather nice, don't you think, Pooh Bear?
Yes, I was just thinking that. How nice it was. And also, Piglet, how nice it was of you to help me by taking Rabbit my pot of honey. Or rather, my pot without the honey.
Oh, yes, and the pepper, additionally.
And the thistles.
And the other things, too.
I wonder if we shouldn't perhaps rename the soup? You know, in honor of Piglet.
Oh, would that be a very large piglet soup?
I say, capital idea.
Oh, that sounds very nice.
Oh, I thank you all very much. But I wonder if perhaps very large soup isn't better off without any piglets in it.
That's a very good
I
point,
suppose.
Piglet.
Well, I guess it's time to eat. Who would like some very large soup without any piglets in it?
I like thistles, and the soup's kinda thistly. Must be a coincidence.
Delicious! Unless I miss my guess, Piglet, you've used a considerable amount of aqueous matter in this soup.
Of which?
That is, there's a good deal of water in it.
Oh, yes, there is some of that. That's just right.
Ah, excellent. The finest, very large soup I've ever tasted. Next to my own, of course.
You know, Piglet, I think this would be a rather good time to recite my soup poem. A soup is a thing that warms the tummy and makes you sing, yum, yummity, yummy.
That'll put a little extra bounce in my bones.
You don't say.
Ah, well then.
Wonderful.
Ahem.
Oh,
Exit? Yes, please.